Hello guys, welcome to Community News YouTube channel. Things are not right in this country. There are certain things you read or hear and then you seems not to understand. You ask yourself what is going on as a country, what is going on. And I always say that it's hard time our leaders and those who are in high positions take the youth serious. They can't just be joking with our future. There's this story trending on social media, started on Monday, and it's still trending. And it reads there was a headmaster at Gomoa Buduatta in the somewhere central region, where the story says that a JHS headmaster allegedly spent registration fees, fails to register students for BECE. You know, the BECE started just this Monday. So the students went to the center to write. They went there and then their names and then their names were not part of the students who are going to write at that center. They asked about and then they found out that the headmaster didn't submit their names. Meanwhile, they've paid their registration fee. And according to stories, to people are saying that the government has absorbed the registration fee. So how come the headmaster took money from the patient from the parent and then kept the money and didn't register the student? I don't get it. I don't understand. My dream was Mentias there. I will say that education holds a special place in my heart. I love education. Eh? And it shapes futures and opening doors to endless opportunities. Thus, it was truly disheartening to learn about a headmaster who failed to register his students for their final exam. This is what I wrote on my social media page when I heard the story. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. And then this unfortunate situation highlights the importance of responsible leadership and the impact it has on young minds eager to learn and then succeed. I'm just praying that I heard that the headmaster is nowhere to be found. I'm just praying that he will be caught and jailed. It's just my prayer because right now the children, I don't know, the students, they don't know whether they should wait till next year and write again or they will be allowed to write the exams. As I'm doing this video, they are home. They were not allowed to even get closer to the center because their name is not part of their list. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the story. Okay, some final year students of Buduatta Junior High School in the Gomoa East District were left stranded at the start of the basic education certificate examination on Monday after their head teacher allegedly squandered money meant for registration fees. The students who could not partake in the exams were seen crying bitterly over the situation. Meanwhile, the headmaster of the school was nowhere to be found. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, let's watch the report from the town.
Gomoa Buduatta no Gomoa East. Na Buduatta na is bia ankwala no etro insofie no. Na nkwala mi no a mo ho akari be se mbere kakere ni no. Omawofo ekotu mu school mu ho mo any headmaster ekotu nkobo church na headmaster church awofo ni nyina ekom be fa so a mo ma no ebetua omo fees omubetia omo ekeke mo kom betro any ibi agents omo be nyina no headmaster edit wo omani no chom say mock no betro no e no betia 50 Ghana cedis afi exams na nkola ekotru e no betia 400 Ghana cedis into ka bomwa na aka 450 Ghana cedis nkola dodo nya na etua sike de ma headmaster Omu church kan edema headmaster no. Once nkwala no betro social ne sana. Aka na watch here is so mu kotro no nkwala no ko hwe center omu betro omu index number. Bebi omu betra ne hu keka ho. Nkwala no e dey so your local school mo ekoye sa. Na emu mienu na omu hwe ni say headmaster yi e betro omu bi omu betro omu betna any omu index number nyina headmaster yi ogu ahumbo so omu nko na omu de mbere no so a no omumbra na omuba omubetro instruction no nra de ya na headmaster ekọ nkola na awofo ho na ko de koto omo edim se nkola no abere omubechi a sika ne de mo no wedie awofo misre mo sika no afa mi sa se kakra enti no wedie ema nkola no emba school mu ho mo na afifufuro a betro instruction no obe onakasa ebe register nkola no asobu sim mo omo akotro instruction no na ọka asasem na akwala ne baako maame ewo ye so utu na akwala ne ti obi nche ewo ye Gomoa Buduatta ho mo e no mo fa phone no mo frɛ eye maame no na no mo fi sɛ ebi asɛm a headmaster ne be kan ye no ebi agro so amfa ni nia ne ampa ene de abra ye bo be ye sɛ no ya nkwala ne nyina ko pie center ho mo a omo ba be chere nso hwɛ obi akɔta ne gun wachi e sɛ ya mo obi invest na ma omo kɔta emu mienu omo koya omoji ni omo kensa ampa wodi him nda mankwala ne de esu ekofie ekofo omo awofo emo mbepie mu school oho no akwala na ne maame wo so to mu no ono so ebepie wo Gomoa Buduatta ati omo headmaster odene meba besi minu system na minu kase headmaster ehi ni ewo school ha minu kase nkwala no atron social no ehi na emu mienu no omo ntumi antro instruction no mini aba enye asenkuto a omo supa fita na pa no omo esu nti da wofo no ka titi ane se we de de sede no mo de to aban ene adimoku omo hwe ehuma so we de omo stre omo a enye omo mma no enfonso na headmaster aban apa na de beto school na no so onhwe na nkwala no adesua enkoso no ono ene wedi nkwala na abrosa nti we de omo pa aban ene wa sport hotel ene menimu ya omo mbo modern na omo ma nkwala no kwan no omo ntumi enchiro na so ene de a menu ka se de nkwala no entumi anjo instruction bi we na so ama imranti omo Gomoa Buduatta she no omo gbefu pa ya enya asankuma omo chire mu se omo pie mu ai so mo beto headmaster na aka kwai omode ne be pass no enya asankuma.
The sad thing about this whole thing is Mami Nketwi, the wasem we munyina say WAEC will never allow them to write the exams because they didn't register. And AMRA, they will never allow them to write. It's so sad. I read the story and I was so sad. Yeah. And I don't know why people are so wicked. One question that I ask is that headmaster or madie into ma and kaube you say. It's sad. Okay, speaking to the media, some aggrieved parents who gathered at the school premises on Monday expressed their frustration about the development. A parent stated that her ward informed her that her name and index number did not appear on the center's list and that she was denied the opportunity to take the exams. According to him, the children will be undergoing emotional stress. Your ward is going to write exams and has prepared only to be told at the last minute that their name is not included. How would you feel if they were your ward? It's painful to enroll your child in school for such a thing to happen, he said. He therefore called on the head teacher of the school to be rectify the problem. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Today is Wednesday, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. They are done with the BCE. Another concerned parent suggested that the government should step in to deal with the headmaster in order to prevent a similar situation in the future. Previous years, now the say private school headmasters, they were found of doing this. Not in government schools. It was the private headmasters who were found of doing this. Now, according government schools, so well, according to him, When they called the head teacher to inquire about the problem, he questioned who he was on the phone with and provided no relevant information. You will spend a lot on your child so that one day he comes home to get a better job to do, only to be in such a situation is not fair. You, headmaster, have taken the money and spent it, but refused to register the student. Are you destroying the school or the government? He questioned. Okay, so let's watch this interview also. So these are some of the parents and the school teachers around, but the headmaster wasn't part of this video. The headmaster was nowhere to be found. They've been searching for him, but these are some of the teachers and then some parents, and then you could see one child be by an ocean. Let
akɔtwerɛ a waprepare last minute for the exam center na yɛse ne di ne mɔbɛsu obi mu a mugyina nyinaa moba anka mo how will you feel what you say ya so wode ɔba ba school na last minute yɛse ne di ne ma I mean obi a ne ba bɛ ne ya especially akra no kra emotional stress like osum yeah you know I sure say she will see to it. I mean say bibia be so yeah sure yeah we are hoping for the better.
Ɔman na yɛn nyinaa yɛkɔ hɔ no kora mpo no na obiara no wia hɔ ase na ɛbɔbɔ abɔfra ho ka dama na firi ɔbɔdu bra ɔdɔ ɔbɛfi na ɔkyena na ɔbɛnya adwuma bi ayɛ no na ɔbɛba ne dam no ɔnyɛ ɔha nti ama ma teacher no headmaster no yɛfrɛ no na wabi sɛ na wo wan sika so wagye de awie wamfa abɔfra no din ayɛ dɛ wamfa nhyi eba ne saa sɛ ɔkɔtua so nyimpa bɛyɛ baasa na ɛkyɛ school na wɔ sɛ no anaasɛ aban na ɔte so na wɔ sɛ no nti yi yɛsrɛ mpanyinfo aban nhwɛ ne fi ɔyɛ dɛn ma ɔnyem headmaster no ka ɔbɛyɛ no ɔnyene nka ma ɔkyena bi obi nkɔyɛ saa ade no bi o headmaster no.
Okay, so these are some of the parents. Okay, so they tried to call the headmaster. The education director tried to call the headmaster to find out where he is, and then they, according to the headmaster, in a shocking response, claimed that it was the work of the devil and promised to register the students the following year. Look at this. Look at this. However, this excuse did little to alleviate the concerns of the parents and teachers. The Director of Education and others have attempted to reach Mr. Ahonugbe, that's the headmaster, but he continuously assures them that he will be coming without it actually appearing at the school. It's sad. It's sad. Okay, so as I said earlier, the story was trending all over social media, and then Sadiq Adams, spouse of Obama, tweeted this. People have dressed up with high anticipation to go and write their BECE. They have paid their registration fees several months ago, and in their minds, they have registered for the papers. They get to the exam center only to be told their names are not part of registered candidates. Apparently, headmaster says when they paid their registration fees, he had a small family issue, so he used the money to solve. He is sorry, pa. Ghana, Gomoa is shaking my head. Look at this. Okay, so City Newsroom also captured this story, and then with a headline, Buduatta JHS Headmaster allegedly blows registration fees. Students sacked from BECE Center. Okay, that was City Newsroom. Okay, so one user at on Twitter also tweeted, the name is Dr. Ken Winter. The JHS headmaster of Buduatta School has spent the BECE registration fees of the students. Now the kids are unable to write BECE and have to wait for next year. And the sad thing is that I've heard that next year there will not be any BECE. When the new education minister said, after JHS, there will be, you write an exams like a normal exams. After that, you go to secondary school. After secondary school, is the secondary school that you are going to write your WASI. So there won't be any BC that you write BC and then they will give you a certificate. You write exams all right, but they will not give you any certificate. Okay. So another one to say a headmaster is once a headmaster in one in one small town spend the registration fee of BC students. These students only got to know when they got to their venue. These are the people you beat up when you catch them. It's serious. So they another one too said that headmaster who spent the student BC registration fee should be arrested. Did he even think about the future of the kids? That's the same question that I'm asking. Same question that I'm asking. Another one too also said the headmaster at Buduatta who chopped BECE candidates registration fees. No, what's up with that matter? He still not be. They still not have not found him. They are still searching for him. He's still not yet to be. They don't know his whereabouts. You are doing your best to survive this mess up economy. Next moment news reach you say your kiddies them are head teacher chop them a BECE registration fee. It's serious. Another two, so I understand a headmaster use exam registration fee for BECE can they solve a small family problem. And now the kids weren't registered and allowed to write the BECE. Why won't GS and YHEC help the kids to write while the headmaster is investigated? Private and public school loses. The headmaster is nowhere to be found. So, and I'm not sure GS or WAEC will allow the student to write the exams. Okay, Connect FM to also treated and then issue this is their headline: headmaster accused of chopping some monies meant for the registration of some students for the ongoing BEC. Okay, so another one should say headmaster will chop these students them a registration fee. What them they do for him? They've not done anything to him. They've not done anything to him. Let's move on. The headmaster who chopped the BC student fee should be stripped of all his certificates, force him to start school all over again to serve as deterrent to others. I'm not sure this. Another one was a headmaster took final student money and they didn't register them for the BC. Another one too was that the headmaster of Buduatta who spends registration fee of BC student failed to register the student has come out to say he has small family issues. As an earlier one read, had family issues. Okay, Ghana Web also treated this and captioned Buduatta student devastated as headmaster failed to register them for BC after collecting their monies. Okay. Another one too, there's nothing like BEC registration fee in public education. Get your facts before reporting. If the headmaster took registration fee, then he did that on his own terms. He must be investigated. I made mention earlier on that government is the one that absorb all the registration fees. So I'm surprised that the headmaster asked the parents to also pay money for the same registration fee that the government have absorbed. I stand to be corrected, but that's what I heard. Okay, the BC has already started, but there are so many questions to ask. One of them is there a WASI office where the headmaster could easily register his student or he had to travel long distance? West Africa Examination Office is scarce in some locality. This is not an excuse. This is not an excuse at all. Okay, thank you for watching and I pray that they God be with the student and till next year. I know February those who couldn't pass their BECE, they have some exams like the NOVDEC that they write in February, March. I know that all these students will be registered and then write. I think that will be the only option for them. But a headmaster should be arrested and investigated. Thank you for watching and please kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye bye.